Yeah.
Mhm. Peace and blessings, beloved family. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who Naked Up in Here. I'm your host, Mr. Witz, alongside the amazing gifted Johnson Wilkinson. Please open your mics and greet each other in the room.
Greetings,
What's
greetings.
good, everybody?
Greetings, poets.
Hello.
Yeah.
Greetings, baby.
Let's go.
Oh
Long
God,
Beach,
where did everybody
California,
go? Okay,
LBC.
something happened. Clicked on something, and now everybody's gone.
We still see you.
Shoot, what did I do? Okay, there you are. And we're back. Well, I'm back. Y'all never left. But though, thank y'all for joining. It's great to see you. We got some new family in the room tonight. Shout out to all of you who are joining. This is an open mic, a safe space to share. Um, Only thing that we ask is that you respect the mic and make sure that you're muted while someone else is speaking. You can use the chat as often as you like. Fill it up with comments, give each other praise, hugs. Let them know if something hits you in a soft spot. Make sure that we all sharing in that energy. All right. Um, the way we do things in here, everybody's allowed to do two pieces. If you find yourself in the company of that and you would like to share with us tonight, there's a reaction button at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that, you can raise your hand from down there. All hands that are raised will be acknowledged. And let's get the show on the road. Tonight, we're going to let one of our newcomers open up due to the fact that he has somewhere to be. So please, everyone, open your mics and your hearts and let's show some love to subject matter, the artist.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's
Go
go.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm grateful to be here to work out on your lyrical dream. I'm gonna do two pieces real quick. I don't have no biscuit though. And one piece I'm gonna read. The other piece is a piece I'm gonna dedicate to Charlotte, since I haven't seen her in such a long time. I was scanning through some oldies, and this brother named Jeffrey Osborne popped up. I don't know, y'all might be too young to remember him, but sometimes we get inspired by their songs, and I wrote a piece to that. So I'm not gonna explain it as I go through. I'm gonna go from my first piece straight to my second piece to be considerate of time. First piece is called Blackwashed. I woke up nauseous, prepared to vomit, riding on a shiny cruise ship with bright colors and laughter. Chains and shackles and whips were replaced by trickery and false hopes and fool's gold. My eyes began to water. I knew what was happening, but there was nothing I could do to stop it. Rather than feeling helpless, I felt empowered. I could feel reality fighting in the pit of my stomach. Every morning when I wake, I get that same feeling. My legs wobble and are unsure. My feet long to be on solid ground, to feel the dirt under my soles, the grass between my toes, and the sweet aroma of mama's kettle rising up my nose. There it goes. My stomach flexes and the bullshit convulsions from my gut. I feel relief from the lies, yet I'm still on this cruise ship. I look in the mirror and I hear blackwashed. A cracked, twisted goat ghost tries to convince me that I am void of color. I hear a second voice, even louder from somewhere, to remind me, no, I am every color. Muscle memory makes me instinctively slouch and bow my head to the ghosts. I hear the rumbling of approaching African drums, chants from my ancestors singing songs in a tongue that my conscious mind can't comprehend, yet my DNA translates. Warrior, stand up straight. Inhale through that wide nostrils that you were gifted. Bathe in the radiance of the sun. Feel the melanin that is your armor. Look that ghost defiantly in the eye. Your fear is his fuel. Show your impregnability. You are blackwashed intentionally, not by coincidence. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. Jump to the sky so your crown can kiss glory. Clang together your shield and spear. I am blackwashed in power. I am blackwashed in the sweat of my ancestors. I am blackwashed in an unyielding faith. Blackwashed. 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 Peace. Baby, here I am. Told you I'd return in search of your love. But what I've come to find is not exactly easy to accept. You say your love is taken, for you got tired of waiting, and you will soon be joined forever. Hey girl, is that you? Man, I haven't seen you in a long time. As a matter of fact, I don't remember you being this fine. Oh, cause you happy now. At least I see you still got them jokes. You know what, I'm happy for you, and I hope you don't take offense to my little poke. Nah, it's cool, you're not being mean. I appreciate now why you used to make me eat all my greens. I must say, I miss those home-cooked meals, or those late-night walks, holding hands and you telling me how you feel, but I never told you. I never told you the things that was really going on inside my head. I played that macho role like I didn't give a fuck. Man of steel instead. I didn't know, or maybe I just didn't realize that even if Superman falls the wrong way, he too can become paralyzed. In reality, I was a fool, trapped inside steel and stone. But you heard that fool crying out, and you couldn't bear to leave that fool alone. You scratched and you clawed to reach him. You wore down your manicured nails. You cried yourself to sleep at night. Bloody fingertips to no avail. And your best friends, they never liked me. They tried to convince you that you deserved better. And your best friend, Complicated Passion, snitched and said he saw another woman wearing your birthday sweater. And my friends, they weren't much help other than talking ish and flexing. It was like, hey, bro, if she start tripping, buy her some flowers and some chocolates and just double up on the sexing. In reality, I know what you wanted. You just wanted me to be me. It was the best thing in my life at that time, but I was just too blind to see. I never told you. I never told you how my heart was trying to peep through the fingers of my ego. How my ego would whisper lies in my ears to maintain control. It just wouldn't let me go. I should have told you. But there's no need to dwell on the past. This kiss on a cheek is but a final farewell to an unfulfilled love behind a fallen mask. I wish I had told you. It's that piece.
I can't take him nowhere. I'm not taking you out. You don't get no more invites. All right. All right.
That's my brother right there.
Most definitely, man. Y'all please open up y'all mics and show some love.
Yeah.
Quite
Yes, that's right.
a few
Thank you.
serious
Nice.
points in there that I like. One that I really, really appreciated was even if Superman falls the wrong way, he can be paralyzed. That was dope. I love the way that you spoke to poetry, the way that you did, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, super dope. And I definitely appreciate the sneak attack on complicated passages. That was fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He come to Charlotte. I'm gonna trip him. We're gonna see if Superman get paralyzed. For real, it's gonna happen. So he coming to Charlotte. So I get to trip him in person.
That's
All right.
what's up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for the conference, so I'm looking forward to having a good time and
Indeed.
exercise a little bit, you know.
Indeed. Can't wait to embrace you, brother. Both of you. So y'all give some love to our brother. This is his first time sharing space with us. So we have a new family member. You know, this is a family circle. When we come in here, we come to break bread. It's not just a transition of words, it's everybody bringing their dish to the table so we can eat together. So we definitely embrace you, brother. Thank you for coming, and thank you, Complicated Passions, for inviting him.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Y'all show some love one more time to our brother, Subject Matter, the artist.
Yeah. Right
Yes,
on.
thank you, complicated passion. You got somebody replace your somebody gonna replace you, complicated. You better watch out. Complicated. I don't hear you.
Cat got his tongue. He'll be back.
I had to step away from my mic, but no, he's enough workout already. He trouble. I already know that. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, we all flow differently, you know.
See, there you go. I try to teach him, and he just don't know.
So that's what it's about, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody making a meal, again, bringing it to the table so we all get a sample of each other. Yeah. So I love it. It don't matter the size of the plate. What matters is the quality of love put into each dish. All right, so that's dope. So I'm gonna keep the energy moving. Sidekick, thank you for joining, brother. Glad you could make it early with us tonight. I don't see your
Good to
hand
hear all
raised.
y'all.
I don't see your hand raised, but I'm sure you want to share with us. All right, Megas, I seen you got dropped down. You know, the IG does Zoom does that. You know, when we comment, our hands get lower and then we shift around on the board. But I got you. I know you was next, so I'm gonna bring you up. Y'all join me in welcoming our brothers to the floor. Open up your hearts and your mics, and let's show some love for the Megas, Gustav Salas.
Hey,
What's
Mr. Witz. Hey, beloved poets. So glad to see you all tonight. I had a little problem with my computer. I hope it lasts through this whole thing. Let's go. This is Mondegreen Namek. Mondegreen is a misunderstood or misinterpreted word or phrase resulting from a mishearing of the lyrics of a song. Gnomic poetry consists of meaningful sayings put into verse to aid the memory. There's a bathroom on the right. I will be all right. I will be all right. I will be all right. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Over spilt milk, do not cry. The girl with colitis goes by. I get high. I get high. I get high. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another rumor in the night. I'm out of my mind. Yeah, it's out of sight. In a glob of Velveeta, baby. I'm here for the yes, don't want to hear maybe. I've got 2 chickens to paralyze. The child inside you never dies. I travel the world in generic jeans. Everybody's looking for something. See that girl, watch her scream, kicking the dancing queen. Gotta be there, gotta make the scene. Here we are now in containers. Here we are now. Entertain us. We built this city on sausage rolls. I don't buy into traditional gender roles. Hold me closer, Tony Danza, while I write another stanza. A year has passed since I broke my nose. Who can see the emperor's new clothes? This is the dawning of the age of asparagus, the age of asparagus, asparagus, asparagus. Thank you.
Yo,
Love
I'm
you
on
all.
fire over here, bro. You got to be kidding me. Yes.
Oh man, listen, I'm sure we all laughing behind the screen. You had so much in there, bro. So much comedy. And I think at some point in our lives we all took songs and twisted them and made them to what we wanted them to be. Um, I know that was a big thing for us when we were young, so we definitely appreciate that piece. That was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, you're crazy for that, Gustav. I love that.
We just doing one tonight?
Yeah, I don't have another. If there's a second round, I'll do another. But if not, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay,
Love
we
you
love
all.
you, man. Well, thank you for sharing and for bringing humor into the room, for sure. Y'all open up y'all mics and show some love to our brother one more time.
Hilarious.
Gustav.
That's what's up. Let's keep that energy up. All right, y'all ain't sleepy yet. I'm the one that's been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time y'all got up, but if I got some spunk in me, I know it's still some of y'all. Let's show some more love into the room. All right. The key to this space is making sure that we embrace each other and keep each other lifted. All right. So if you're not gonna put it in the comments, I want to hear it in your voices. So please, let's keep the room lifted. All right. So I'm gonna ask you again to open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to the Magus Gustav Salas one more time.
Woo-hoo!
So
Megan!
funny.
Come on, Megan.
So funny.
I loved it. I did put
All right,
it on.
Megas.
The Republican Killer. That's his nickname. The Republican Killer.
Age of asparagus.
I will
Man.
never unhear that, ever.
Indeed. That's what's up. Let's keep that energy up. I love it. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to our brother CP Mays.
Hey,
Come on, Megas.
I figured I'd have some fun. I got a new one, and then I got one that this foundation I work for, that I do advocacy work for, like health equity and all this advocacy and like a whole bunch of think tank stuff. they actually shot a video over this poem. Flew cats into Houston to shoot a video of me spitting this poem. So I figured I'd bring that out in the new one. It's called Voice Boxing with Hero. I've been voice boxing with heroes for as long as I can remember. 1, fears? For what? Just to watch our own dreams die slow. 2, decorated Sergeant Marine Corps medals equals 2 rows. 3, I don't know much about comic books, but believe me, I know a lot about heroes. 4, when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, age 4, with a face full of tears, face to face with fears, the fight my parents fought was to keep their keepsakes from having to do their homework in the dark. Heroes. 5, when times were really hitting hard, they can stretch $20 in the grocery store shopping cart and feed their family of 5 for an entire week. Heroes. 6, some need no cape. Heroes. 7, days a week. Heroes. 8, bouncing back, single parents still choosing love over hate, even after a divorce state with a soul full of faith, knowing true love is not too late. Now courageously you're going out on your first date. Heroes. 9, twins age 9, teaching them their code. You protect yourself, you fight to protect those who can't protect themselves, just to turn around and be told how you stood up to an adult bully at a 4th grade bus stop, abusing the trust of other souls. My autistic twins, 2 of my strongest heroes. 10, 20, 30 hours of overwork, overtime, work weeks after week, losing sleep, just to ensure there's something underneath your family's Christmas tree. Heroes. I'm voice boxing here, and there are times my PTSD gets the best of me. There are times when life gets the best of me. There are times when life can just sucker punch the breath out of me, but never give up. Even when I get knocked down, when you get knocked down, we never give up. Even if it takes a really long time to get back up, you never give up. Friends, strangers, family, you better never give up. And know, who's naked up in here, know that you are made of the stuff that's the makeup that makes up what true heroes are made of. Heroes. I am voice boxing here. Confession. Autism. PTSD. Depression. Survivor syndrome. Twice a week speech therapy. Hard to comprehend homework for my twins. It ain't no joke. Quote, the devil whispered in my ear, you're not strong enough to withstand the storm. Today I whispered in the devil's ear, I am the storm. End quote. Confession. I am and you are the storm. Heroes. Not all of us need a cape. Yeah, so and this is the new. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. It's called Outlaw. I left home a hero amongst underachievers and returned home to myself strung out on pain, addicted to chronic nightmares, and I love yous. Here I am, proving what puts the tragic in most people's tragedies are the ones that live to survive after them. I'm almost never always happy, sad, sometimes depressed, even when I'm not. Mustering courage to pull miracles out of every moment, because maybe, if only, and perhaps are the quickest ways to refurbish a halo with regrets. Before I give up the ghost, I want to know the feeling of loving myself with the same intensity that my hate does. I often tell the man in the mirror, don't you dare call me beautiful. If you want me to believe anything else, you got to say. Most days, most nights run together like Jack and Daniels throwing glass rocks at glass houses because slicing my wrist won't produce enough needed to cool off the fire. And as hard as what the poem is, there are no monsters in my closet. When I'm still frightened to go to sleep, it's only because I'm definitely afraid of waking up with the devil in my bed, so I dream like the true meaning of life told me not to, like the Grinch that stole Christmas still prefers you shop with your credit cards. I never believed I could buy back my beauty. Some of us know fulfillment lies in the chores we work to work our ugliness off. I am not the voice of the blues fierceness, bellowing behind respect the mic. I am electric Lady Land, poet Noriana Future. Please don't forget about me or the way poetry can make you feel something. Or again, I am here only because over there hasn't made up his goddamn mind yet on what laws to not make up for me to break down yet. I don't sweat again when I cry because I want Jesus to walk all over me. It's the source behind how I learned to love hard in the place where hate it's way too easy, and I live for a good goddamn challenge. You can call me Manic, only because I prefer to push when other people pull others too hard into their own insecurities. That's why I wake up every morning, thank God, tell God I'm not ready to give up the ghost, even if it's holy. Spending my day declaring to the devil, I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm sorry, because even fallen angels need their egos to be stroked sometimes. My soul left home a high cue. It wants to return home an epic poem. It's just with me and my words are naked, and I don't know how to dress them or dress them up, but eventually I will. Before my will, this is how some of us outlaws pray. In closing, in Jesus' name I pray. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you.
No, thank you, man. Always big and bold, brother. Always, man. Enjoy hearing you, man, all the time.
Appreciate that, man. Once I come out with 17 books, like I'll be able to fuck with you, Witz. Give me a moment, Witz. Give me a moment.
Stop that. Stop that.
CP.
Yeah, CP, that kicked ass. Wow.
Appreciate it.
If I could put that kind of energy, just writing a piece, I'd be okay. Let alone keep going. Just if I can have it just to write a piece, I'd be good.
I'm gonna tell you what really sparked me was there are no monsters in my closet. I'm just afraid of waking up with the devil in my pen. At that point, I was about to go off the screen, but I just had to stay to the end. Yeah, just always powerful, bro. Always.
Appreciate it, man. I'm stuck on the goal of this year. Like, A, it's time for me to bet on myself, and B, have fun playing with your new styles. Because if I'm spitting the same way at this time next year, I'm just recycling my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm focused this year, man. I am focused.
I love it. I love it. Versatility is key to our existence. To forever transitioning, forever growing. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you on the challenging yourself. You know what I'm saying? To do these things, man. And I know it's going to be a remarkable journey. So we here for it, brother. We here for it.
Appreciate you. Thanks, y'all. Can't wait to hear everybody else.
That's what's up. Let's keep this energy going. Y'all show some love to CP Mays.
Yes, CP.
CP.
Keep it concrete, big brother.
I love it. Let's keep rocking.
CP always makes me feel like I could run through a brick wall if I had to. If he told me this is the way, and he told me like he spits like that, I feel like I could do it.
You heard what he said.
Yeah,
Heroes don't
that's
need no cape. You don't need a cape to be a hero. And we definitely see you heroing in your children's lives, brother. So I commend you as well. Shout out to you, Sidekick. Let's keep that energy going, man. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for Hayes Berry.
Thank y'all.
Hey,
Let's go, Hayes.
Hey,
Come on, Hayes.
Woohoo!
I'm
That's my
glad to be
cousin.
here. It's so great hearing everybody go and do the thing. So I've been writing a song lately, and I wanted to play it. I've never played anything over Zoom. I don't know. I know there's like a musician setting and shit like that. So if this sounds like garbage, I will either let someone else go, or I'll just read, or I'll just try to do this right next time.
We hear music over Zoom often. I don't know about the musician setting that you're speaking of, but it normally comes through. Give it a shot. We're here for you.
All right. So I've been working on this for a while, and it's still being made. Let me know how the volume is of the guitar. How does this sound? Can you guys hear me in the guitar?
Play a little bit more, and I'll stop you if it's not coming through. Is that okay?
Yeah. How does it sound with the singing? Can you hear the guitar and me?
Oh yeah, we definitely hear you.
You can hear me and the guitar?
I don't know. Are you playing right now?
Yeah, I was playing guitar.
Okay, no, we're not hearing any
All right.
music right now.
All right. I'm gonna try to fix the setting, so maybe I will come back, somebody else go, and I'll try
Okay,
to.
that's fine. That's fine. I'll come back to you. I'll do 2 artists and we'll come back. Is that cool?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I'll go. If that's cool.
All right, Witch, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
The man of 1,000 books.
I wish. Maybe one day. You know, the key to for me to writing a book is to write something that people can get to the end of. I hate to put a message out there that isn't completed. So I put my books out in a fashion that people will get to the end, and then I can get some feedback. But this is from book number 5. It's called Legs, Breasts, and Thighs. I love me some legs, thighs, and breasts. They say it's typical stereotype of the Black male, genetically encrypted in our DNA or something, to acknowledge the recognizable fragrance in the air, to be curious and develop a craving for it. Our attention is taken by it at every age. Its nourishment, one can truly appreciate. It's an indescribable magnetism, but I love me some legs, thighs, and breasts, especially when they are properly proportioned, when they are properly prepared, when they're braised like the heat of the sun golden browned them, glazed in the juices that only she makes. Hell, they all want to mimic her taste, her attractions, her drooling aspirations. I wonder if she knows how dope she is. how crispy her style is, seasoned in the everything that defines her flavor. She had her fair share of being tossed around, contorted, mixed in the bucket, leg under thigh, thigh over breast, finger licking good enough to swallow a nail, served raw as many times that she'd been burnt. So she stopped believing in the chefs, trusted in the pan, the legs, thighs, and breasts she'd accompanied. For no better company had she found than their sharing, bathing, basting, and powder room sessions that make up the sparkle like freckles on it. Though hating that enjoyment is a play on my jealousy, I never was much of a wingman, balanced in a company of side orders. I'd rather she be boneless than buttered and rubbed, drowning out her originality in honey barbecue, scared of how dope she is, afraid to reproduce herself. Maybe she just doesn't want to die twice within this cruel world. I love me some legs, thighs, and breasts to the bone. And I know now that value was lost at my fingertips. Peace.
Ooh, to the bone. Yes.
Oh yeah. Right on.
Thanks, family. This next piece I'm gonna do, I pulled this out because of the singing from Megas. So I have to do this piece. It's called R&B Broken. I haven't done it in a long time. I do not have a singing voice, so laugh if you must, but enjoy the words. She's out of my life. Opening line of a 4-page letter. I'll share a few snippets. It hit me like a brick house. She said, everybody's talking all this stuff about me. I had to find out for myself. It read, I can't sleep at night. I toss and turn, thinking of you. I can't get you out of my mind. You're my angel. A love like yours is grand. It must have been sent from up above. When we're together, I reminisce of heaven. When we're apart, I can't help but wonder, where did you come from, baby? I want to rock with you, but I'm curious about your loving. And I know it's human nature, the way you make me feel. 'Cause at your best, you are love. Do you remember when we began to rock steady? We forgot about tomorrow as we lay. I felt like, let's make it last, 'cause you're the one for me. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river wide enough. But here I lay all alone. Lately it seems you want me to be longing for some of your whip appeal. I can't deny it. I miss you. I missed you so much, I followed you today. Go on, close your mouth, 'cause you cold busted. I saw you walking in the rain. holding hands on your way to Heartbreak Hotel, when I would die for you, never lie to you, put a ribbon in the sky for you, all just to wait for love. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. But you don't have to call, babe, 'cause I heard it all before. So I wrote this letter for sake of argument. But I've come to realize we don't even talk anymore. It's clear we weren't meant to be lovers and friends. A chair is still a chair, but a house is not a home when you out somewhere with your side piece. All those lonely nights spent thinking, maybe I'm crazy. Just a jealous girl wanting something more than a telephone man. Silly of me to think that only you can make me happy. Cold in my blanket, lacking love between the sheets, while you out somewhere playing comforter. You blow my mind, baby. Ba-doo-doo, da-doo, booed up like it's nothing. Like our being together ain't the content of love ballad. This the part you take my heart to wipe your feet off. And I don't want to leave when I was made for loving you, baby. Always and forever. You don't have to cry when you read this. I've cried me a river. Now I just can't believe you dropped the bomb on me. I'm all cried out. Can't get off my high horse, and I can't do this no more. When I'm good, I'm bad. When I'm bad, I'm better. No more dancing on the ceiling while you just spend your life thong song on the beach, footprinting the sand like your papa was a rolling stone. It feels like, ooh, you don't know my name. Had me going down, but now I'm feeling fine. So just in case I don't make it home tonight, let me make it clear. Take it personal. I'm done ignoring the one who can possibly unbreak my heart. So guess what? Now we're sharing the same dream. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. Home.
Yes, yes, I love that
was
piece.
Yeah.
Sing that shit. Yeah.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Yeah.
So when I first performed,
I want you to sing that part. This the part to take my heart and wipe your feet off.
Look, well, you know I can't sing, so singing is the hardest part of performing that piece. It's just trying to
I'm
get
so
the
pleased I
notes.
inspired you to sing.
Yeah, you made me go pull that up. I went looking for that piece. After hearing your piece, man, it definitely inspired the comeback.
Right on.
Yeah, so I appreciate you, Megas, for always bringing your energy in here, brother.
Wait, Wix, you right on time. AJ in here, so you know he complaining about the singing.
Oh man, not AJ. He didn't hear that, did he?
I'm trying to close. What did happen? 1 second.
Nah, AJ stuttered. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. No, I didn't hear you singing, sir. No, I didn't hear you singing.
Look, thank you. Look, hearts.
Rewind.
Oh man, happy to have you here with us tonight, brother. It's been a little bit. Yeah, well, thank y'all for embracing this piece. Let's keep the energy moving, will you please? Open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to my co-host, the amazing, gifted Johnson Wilkinson.
I don't want to follow that. Okay.
Yo, come on, Gibson.
All right. How y'all doing tonight?
Great. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Woo.
it's happening.
Good. All right. All right. Here we go. Let me burn. Bring gasoline to the party. Then light me up. Allow me to flicker, unlock the restraints surrounding my blaze, and see me shine. Removing all unwanted blenders, conflicts of hope, fly free like a bird out of my cage. A meticulous light that draw others near. Purposeful intention, mimicking the heartbeat of the moon, beaming through the frayed panes, gliding us from the dark to the illumination, collapsing droplets of compassionate, bright and brighter light, falling, F-A-L-L, to our feet. So let me burn slowly. Inhale my vapors and cheer me on with the warmth of my flames, hopefully igniting your fire too. Let me burn. Let me burn. Let me burn. That's that piece.
Only if your burning wings will bring you down to earth with me. But I'd still rather see you up there mimicking the moon.
Yes, sir. Only you.
Gifted, burn.
Thank you, Vegas. All right. Oh God, I don't. What else? Lordy. One second. All right. Sound was messing up. All right, here we go. I'm never empty-handed. There's always a word and hand to spread. Thrown about like wildflower seeds blowing in the wind. Unmanipulated reflections blossoming. Truth. Truth I sprue. I can't sit quietly when there's so much to be said. I would not sit quietly when there's so much to be said. Seeds I spread. Mirrored images that plagued our screens, bad apples that fall, ignored our screams, unauthorized, institutionalized declaration of discrimination, stagnant our dreams, prejudice our melanated skin, made you feel less than. Can't sit quietly. And there's so much be said. Reflected light echoing from the bottom of our souls. Must fight, must keep moving. Allow my words to stand up and dance on the breath of moral turpitude. Resounding, meaningful chimes reverberating, reverberating until freedom rings, until freedom rings. I will not sit quietly when there is so much to be said. So seeds, I spread.
Come on, Gifted. Y'all open up your mics and show some love, please.
Did incredible work. Again, you're spectacular.
Phenomenal.
Love you.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Gifted as usual. Wonderful.
Yeah, I can't deny it. I just like pinning her on the screen.
Thank you. Thank you.
So y'all keep that energy going, please. We're gonna go back a little bit and revisit our brother Hayes Berry. So y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love once again for Hayes Berry.
Yeah, hey.
Hello, 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 hello. So I failed to figure out how to get the musician thing set up. So I'll do that next time. And for now, take this Invisalign out so I don't choke in the middle of my poem there. So this is a poem dedicated to my old foster cat. It's got two epigraphs that it starts off with. I don't give a fuck what Obama says. Hope is never good. Norm Macdonald. Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. Marcus Aurelius. I cradled you. In the age of your vacancy, I cradled you. In the time before God and language, I cradled you. In your escapades, in the darkness of your cocoon, I stood outside your hovel of a cleared out closet with a mouse between my teeth. You with your crate, bowls of food and water and litter box, and my blanket stapled over the little crack in the door until one day you emerged. I remember the poem I wrote as I waited to adopt you, and the highlight film of caring for Gwen as she struggled through aspiration pneumonia flashed before me 20 times when the Humane Society told me of your mild heart murmur. I should have known what awaited, Leonard. I was so stunned how heavy you were in your transport crate with a blanket draped over it. I would have guessed you were a cinder block. And as I knew our time must come to an end, the Humane Society's incessant calls for your permanent adoption felt like this hope like a black curtain, hope lit for a fraction of a second by lightning and hailstorm, a red street sign with your name instead of stop. When you were with Lisa, I used to pray that your death, when it came, would be violent, a vicious recombination with nature, a dark shape looming in night, with shining bright claws and a hungry jaw. Just one, not a pack, just one wire-thin, wild, starving coyote finds you clambering over a hill, and afterwards, the wounded jackal would limp back into the night with a full belly and fatal lacerations on his gut and face. I prayed to the sacred coyote, but not for him to find you so soon. And I know he has found you. God damn it, I am dying to know, but I don't. I cannot even point to your bloated carcass and rejoice. You see, but not a cage, not a fucking cage. You are bound by wind. Your arrival and departure are obscured to me. I can dig you no grave. I can prepare you no cocoon. You are the moment in the chess game when the computer tells me black is +10, but there's still hope you come stumbling back into the light. Thank you.
Great read, brother. Great read. This your first time sharing space with us, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. Did someone invite you or did you find us on social media? How did this happen?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I've heard about the spot for quite a while. Nemo Sum most
Cool dog. That's
prominently.
my boo.
Brother Nemo has most prominently encouraged me to attend. And
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm so glad he sent you to us, man. Make this your home. We here every Wednesday.
Hayes.
Yeah.
Powerful read.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. And we're looking forward to hearing that music as well, brother. So thank you for coming, man. Y'all show some love to Haysbury one more time, please.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, bro.
Yes. Sorry we couldn't get the guitar to work.
Yeah, I don't know if you got it hooked up to something, but it usually works when you just play it in the room without any apparatus.
Oh, okay. I had it all distortion, electric guitar and stuff. I'll figure it out next time. Thank you.
Okay. We
can't wait. Yeah, definitely.
So thank you, Gifted. Again, y'all show some love one more time. And while y'all loving on Haysbury, let's please open up our hearts and our minds and show some love to Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
Kelly in the building tonight. What's up?
Yeah.
Ellie!
Hello.
She has a feature coming up.
I do have a feature coming up.
Do we?
I got a couple coming up actually, which is exciting. Ah, that's my face really big. 1 second, I got to get rid of that. Okay. I have 2 pieces. The first one is a little bit more thinky, and the second one is so twee, a word that we taught Generalissimo today. For those that are unaware, twee means like so cute, it's gross. So I'm going to start with the one that's not too cute. It has no title as of yet. Home was a place where the trees had been stripped of their lower branches, so no one could sneak through them undetected. Home was cookie-cutter military base houses, stamped in barren yards full of families that were there for a time, but who knew how long. Home was camouflage fatigues, my mother's favorite pink nightgown, my preferred plastic cup so large I could barely hold it in my tiny hands, my mother's hair so curly and long it looked like a halo, my father's Tom Selleck mustache, an attempt to hide his baby face. They were babies with babies, as was the custom at the time. My best friend lived next door, Jenny, her family French, so when I had an accident in their bathroom, she called it caca, a word I hadn't known but have since affiliated with shame. I didn't want to be a bother. In hindsight, I was so young it was remarkable I was already using the bathroom alone, but I remember standing there, my modest children's underwear around my tiny ankles, wads of toilet paper trying to clean up the mess until Jenny found me and called to her parents, caca. We lived in a world of sameness, and my mistake was an other. The first time I remember feeling other, but not the last. If we had stayed there, I wonder if I would still be as strange as I am. If I had come of age in this world of people in matching uniforms, living in matching houses, surrounded by matching trees, would I match them? Or would I still have been me? How much of me is nature and how much nurture? How much of me is inevitable and how much could have been so different with a varied beat of the proverbial butterfly's wing, its tiny currents brushing my chubby child's cheek? But this home was not to last. It never was, I suppose. No one lives on base indefinitely. And when I said goodbye to that house, I said goodbye to my family as I knew it. Suddenly we were different. No longer a mom and a dad and 2 kids and 2 cats in one house. We were long car rides between homes, 2 roofs, 2 beds, 2 worlds. We went from permanent to impermanent in an instant. Stasis to perpetual movement. And I have been moving ever since. My very own butterfly wings. I still wonder who I would have been if I had never lost the ability to stay still, if I hadn't become a person with a packed bag. But then I remember, no one lives on base housing forever. That safety, that stasis, that sameness was only ever an illusion. The realest moment was that accident in a home that looked like mine but wasn't mine. Caca. Shit. My first taste of shame. My last taste of home. And that is the first one. Let me pull up the next one. Okay. And this is the one that's super, super twee. Sorry about that. Okay. Do you remember the first time you fell in love? I don't. I never have, actually. It feels like a deficiency to be this side of 33, and the only person I've ever learned to hold was me. I blame Disney for instilling this stupid need in me, this belief that true love is destiny, a magic carpet ride or a principality, or even a beast, so long as he gives me a library. Love in Disney is salvation embodied. We're 2 by 2 in this society, and those of us who are alone are considered a liability. I don't even know how one goes about falling in love, how to trade pieces of yourself with another, to make something new, something more than just you, how to take those gifted pieces and shore yourself up, pile them like sandbags around your soul for when the waters rise up. I've snapped off snippets of myself before, offered them up to another on open palms. It wasn't meant to be, I guess, as I was left standing with my broken pieces in a pretty dress. It used to ache when I let myself think of all the things I was missing, my life passing me by in a blink. I could feel the weight of arms around me like someone else's phantom limbs, synonyms for my failure, free falling with no one to whom to cling. It felt like my heart was on fire, my own personal brand of acid reflux clawing up my throat, creeping out my mouth, birthed into the world on a guttural cry of, why? Why not me? Why not him or her? What a loser, I was sure. They say that no one will love you if you do not love yourself. But they also spend their days telling you why you're on the shelf, as if you are both victim and perpetrator of the crime of loneliness itself. What they didn't tell me was the reverse. How easy it is to lose yourself in someone else's verse. That sometimes the loneliest a person can feel is when they're fully submersed, surrounded by people but trapped in their own purse. To be loved will not protect you. That's a common human curse. And I've spent decades getting to learn the quietest whispers of my soul, all the contradictory pieces that make up my unique whole, that I didn't have to give away in exchange for shitty coal. And the scream that lived inside me is dulled down to just an occasional roar. I'd still like to fall in love, but I know now that love is more than the romantic Disney ideal of modern hetero norms. My life is filled with love. I just had to widen that open door and recognize that love comes in so many varied forms. I have friends who would bury a body if that is what I asked. I have children that look up to me who think that I'm a blast. I have parents who accept me even when I am unmasked. And as for sex, well, it's not hard to find if you know who to ask. It may not be the love of Disney-inspired dreams, but that doesn't make it nothing. It's more valuable than it seems. Maybe one day it is waiting around the corner just for me, but maybe not, realistically. And that doesn't mean that my story isn't worthy. To be honest, magic carpets just don't seem very safe. And princessing seems really boring and sedate. And to be honest, I think what I really wanted was an overgrown dog in a library more than a date. So until the day that love finds me, if it ever even does, I do not want for anything. I am so very loved.
Very nice.
I love
Wonderful.
you.
Yeah, that was great. Not
Ooh.
too
Oh, that
twee at
was
all.
amazing.
Yeah.
The last 4 lines are amazing. Yeah, it's a children's poem.
Oh gosh.
That was amazing.
What are those
Yeah.
last 4 lines again? Say them.
I don't know if that's children, but
So
okay.
until the day that love finds me, if it ever even does, I do not want for anything. I am so very loved.
That's a children's poem.
Maybe if you take out it's not hard to find.
Yeah, maybe if I take out the part about sex.
Oh,
not being hard to find.
child love. Well, nah, that's my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
I have
Very
two
good. I
questions.
love you, Kelly. I love you. I wish I could come to the shows. I love it. I love it. So well done. Well done. Thank you for sharing.
Kelly, I got 2 questions for you. First, where you get the magnificent glasses? Nobody's commented on them, but I think they're dope.
Thank you.
Right.
Zeal and Vogue Me, both websites, super cheap.
And throw it in the chat. You can
Yeah,
find
Ray
them.
Jane uses them too.
Oh yeah, she be having some dope frames on her too. Yeah. Second thing I wanted to ask is, what does the other side of 33 look like? Because thought it was 3.
The other side of 33 looks like giving a lot less shits, and it's lovely. Yes.
I love it.
It's a lot more being like, fuck it. This is just who I am.
I love it. All right, well, y'all show some love to Kelly one more time. She is definitely family. Glad to have you back with us. And we look forward to your feature. Please throw that in the chat so that those who can make it will attend. Okay? Y'all open y'all hearts and mics and show some love to Kelly one more time.
Kelly, yeah.
Kelly! Kelly!
All right.
Oh yeah, princess.
Let's keep that energy going. And y'all show some love to Mama Betty.
Mama Betty.
Mama
Happy
Betty!
birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
birthday.
you. Happy birthday.
Get it, baby. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Let's sing all the different birthday songs at the same time. I thought that was so dope when y'all did that last time.
Happy birthday.
Today is the birthday and there's 364. Get ready for the love because there's more and more and more.
Go shout it. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna drink Bacardi like
I love it.
All I want for my birthday is a big booty.
Hey.
All I want for my birthday is a big booty.
Let's go.
Oh, I love it. We love you, Miss Betty.
Happy birthday.
Go, Freeland, go, Freeland.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, shoot.
Happy birthday.
We gotta go.
Come on with the president version. Who know that new birthday song? Who know the new birthday version? They got a new one out there. A 2024 version. I've been seeing floating
Happy
around.
birthday to you.
I want to say happy birthday.
Oh, there it is.
Isn't it the song by
I
Stevie?
want to say happy
get it.
birthday to
That's it.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love y'all. I love
We
y'all
love
so
you,
much.
Miss Betty. We
I'm
love
over here turning purple. I'm turning purple.
Well, that's your color.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Asante Sana. So, I'm going to read a poem, and this poem is by, I'm Big Face. Now, why I got to be Big Face? I don't know, be Big Face. Anyway, set aside. Anyway, so I'm reading a poem, and at the end, I tell you who this poem is written by. As he started down the dark street with his child on his shoulders, desperation led him to a neighboring door. The wide eyes of an uncertain female who denied his entrance, leading his safety back onto the streets. As he skimmed away, unsure of where to run, removing his child from his shoulders, he didn't even have time to kiss his baby goodbye. When he tossed her by the hind of a pamper onto the bush bed behind the fence, the shrubbery of the same neighbor who turned him away. As the shadow of a hooded man stood in the middle of the street, waiting for his chance to take the life of a man with nowhere to go. He raised a cannon in his hand and aimed with vengeance in his squeeze. Looking back only made sense for one with eyes fast enough to dodge the bullets. So head down, he moved forward like, and I wonder if he heard his child screaming over his head, over his heavy feet, running off to let his dying breath be the last time he holds her. Did he hear the gunshots over his beating heart, leaving her behind to protect her innocence, knowing he may never make it back? And how long would it be? And how long would it be before a selfish neighbor discovers the infant hiding behind her fence? And to me, that poem is like a intriguing composition for a short film. And that poem is written by Mr. Witz. That was that poem.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Miss Betty. I love you. Just thank you so much.
I have one more, and I wrote this poem. I'm glad Escape Artist is in the room. And I wrote this poem because I love her poem. And her poem is called Mothers of War. And my poem is called Tears for an Evil World. I'm going to pull away. Women are weary, tired of the unholy, lonesome spaces, surrounded by cemented masks, the unbreakable adornment of aluminum-clad faces. Black-clothed women kneel at cauldrons of blood. Men made rivers of dismay, woe-wringing blushes of pinkness, clothes that were once white, blooming of adolescence, forever forgotten infants, born in remembrance. Heavy burden, misery, paralysis of the scorn, nothingness, emptiness, urges the sky. Teardrops drying on a landscape, a refugee camp for the riffraff, the shape, unrecognized humanity, wearing badges of disdain, loving mothers abandoned to shadows, darkness, left with impenetrable pain. And that's my poem. That's it.
That was amazing.
Yes, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love. Thank you, Mama Betty, for reading those tribute pieces.
That was beautiful.
Both beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous. Great work.
Miss Betty,
for the poem. I'm sorry.
Miss Betty, that
Day
ink
of
pen
receive, Mama Betty
is
gives.
amazing.
On the day of receive, Mama Betty gives. Ain't that beautiful?
Asante San, you guys.
Listen.
And
thank you, Miss Betty.
Thank you. And thank you, Escape Artist, for your poem, too. It inspired that poem. One love, y'all. I'm
Awesome.
going to.
Yes, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your time with family. Thank you for breaking bread with us tonight. We love you. We love you.
We love you and happy
we're gonna
birthday.
be celebrating you at 12.
Yes,
and we're gonna
here.
be celebrating you all day tomorrow.
All day.
That's what's up. Big love for Mama Betty, man. Y'all show some love one more time, please. Hey, hey.
And thank you for singing happy birthday, too. I'm over here purple as hell.
Look, I love it. I love it. I think that's so
Right
dope
on.
to get all the different tributes, all that energy at once. It's like busting open a pinata. Yeah. Well, let's keep that energy going, please. Y'all open your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for Sidekick. Kick side.
Sidekick.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What up, y'all? Dude, it's great to be in the room with you guys. I have got an event that I'm going to be doing in a few Mondays, and it is a poetry competition. It's a slam, and we had to write to a prompt. So they gave us 3 weeks to prepare some pieces. So if y'all are down, I was going to try and read those pieces for y'all, and maybe y'all can help me figure out where I need to edit them to dial them in. So these are the first drafts of some new pieces. for a comp in a couple weeks. So listen for them weak spots. This first one is called Living Vicariously. Vicariously living ain't living at all. She recoiled her chest, shoulders forward, crossed arms and tapped into her shoulder. This is just a moment. Another tapped her. His screaming will not be how my story ends. She steps back out onto the suburban sidewalk and goes down, 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 down the street to the CRV. She is a hybrid multi-class, Dungeons and Dragon elven bar. The driver never spoke. He's just another NPC. The non-playable characters of her life always gave her problems with no solutions. The roll of the dice always turned up snake eyes in her quote-unquote real life. She was seated behind a computer trying to log into her real world. The humanoid 9-to-5 human resource secretary is the make-believe world. Her body that is sick and falling apart ain't real. Her story is not the pile of dirty laundry and sickness stacked up. Laundry list of lost lovers who only wanted her avatar body. The first boy who was 10 years older than her and torched her halo. She was not the scars on her body and worn out shoes of a girl who never learned to drive, a cell phone filled with voicemails from family who did not know her real name. Her true form was never the home they kicked her out of. It was the campaign road that she had been on for 5 years, and this ain't even her longest story. She said, I am not the broken woman that you see before you, with debts to deities and CEOs. No maxed out card could be my master. I'm not an American. I express a different kind of interest as I chase the new worlds that I've discovered, helped build a place. You don't need a visa to travel to. Drink deeply from these wells, and we'll see just how far we can go. My body is a universe, and my mind is the capital one world revolution residency. This world, she says, could have been made so much better. I don't want to play on your stage of life bad actors. This is not escapism, Mom. It's survival. I can't believe in this world of so few dimensions. A vision of restriction. My coworkers barely see me until they need something. I feel the interest. I file the interest papers to provide for them, for families that I've never even met. I meet legal loopholes, compiling compliance. I'm on a campaign at work trying to reconcile the hiring process after a pandemic told a whole generation that they are non-essential workers, then asked, why are y'all so lazy? I know how much unemployment pays, minus the cost of dealing with an older generation that doesn't want to play ball, hoarding houses, trying to cool a market with interest rates. I would rather know the price of dragon eggs, or gold, or the cost of the unicorn's youth. I would rather jump ship tonight than to think about the onboarding process. These tycoons are not rogues or striking while the iron's hot. They know nothing of metalwork and chainmail. Too many irons in the fire. They're not pioneers or scarecrows outstanding in their field, scared of heights that they have no ladders to climb. You've never held a whip, much less cracked one, boss. Do you think you're Indiana Jones behind your keyboard with no balls to get rolling? You're not a tailor, so how could your work be cut out for you? It's not a cash cow. It's the last straw, and in a nutshell, she says, you live in a fantasy world just as much as I do. I'm just more honest about it. So you go be a mover and a shaker. Tonight, I'm going to be a bird. Escape this dungeon and become a dragon. Fly high over everything. She can barely feel the rot in her teeth. Can't smell the pizza molding at her feet. Tonight, she's not sick. She's flying high. Poem.
Woo!
Hey, I got
Yeah,
Oh
really
my
strong
God.
work.
God.
Really strong work.
That was
That
that
was
was
freaking
tight.
amazing.
There are so many lines in there, and some of us were capturing some of the same ones. So you might want to check
Yes.
those out and hit those hard when you do it. Because I mean, a lot of us were tapping in on some of the same fire. But that was hot. That was hot. Loved it.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't mean
I
to
got
take-
one more. Good. I got one more I want to spit for y'all. Thank y'all for throwing those in the comments. I'm excited about doing these pieces. I got another week or so to try to edit and dial them in. So thank y'all for your help.
All right, I think somebody else has something to say. Did somebody else have something to say about that
yeah.
one? Yeah, somebody was saying something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
All right. They got. I'm sorry if we go ahead.
You're good. You're good. This one is called Lost Monogamy. He said, I fell in love the summer she moved into the neighborhood. I couldn't make eye contact with her. How do you look a song in the eye? Her hair was tied up, yellow ribbon in the sky. 6 years old, and I already knew I was going to be with her. My cookie fell in the dirt. She held it up to the sky and chanted, God made dirt, so dirt won't hurt. She was a natural woman with a red wagon. At 12, we tried to turn hide and go seek into hide and go peek. There's no sunshine when she's gone. I'm left standing in the dark. I'd already been with her half my life. My brothers made fun of me for falling in love. They were older, and yet so much younger in love. I got a better look at her in the eye and fell tongue over tonsils. They did not know that you can't control this fall. I've got a woman way over time next door who's good to me. She shared her lunch money with me when I was in need. Her family thought I was the bad boy, and they were right. It took her 45 seconds after hearing about the school dance to know that I'll take you there. So I ushered her onto the dance floor, and we got it on. All green lights, can't stop. My girl was such a temptation. Charles said she was my ray of sunshine. And that's just what happens when a man loves a woman. You take a midnight train past Georgia on your way to Houston. I told her I will always love you. She doesn't want to dance with somebody. She wants to dance with this body. This girl is on fire. At 16, I had the eyes of a 10-year-old lover, bonfires and beers, summer camp and mountaintop Sundays. We both chuckled when the pastor spoke of love. He looked so young. On bended knee from boys to men, I held her hand, can barely look her in the eye in sickness or in health. But what did we know of sickness or pain? You can't taste regret at 20. For better or worse, worrisome headaches and knees that sound like popcorn and living or dying wheelchairs and hospital visits. I promised to be with her in a place some say doesn't exist. We vowed life after death and said, why wait? My love, we have all of this life in front of us. At last, my love has come to stay. Wrinkles appear on her face. Time, you are a funny thing. You make my young love look so old. But it can't have been 60 years. I'm just getting to know her. I still can't look her in the eye. My son, the thing everyone told me was how fast love is. They said it will be over before you know it, not us. We are forever and ever. To infinity and beyond, time will grow gray as we learn to goo goo gaga crawl in love is not a dog who sits on command. It's a wolf and a devouring plan. It's a pain with a gray beard. It's wanting to build a life together, but you have to be on the demo team before becoming a tradesman. It's one reason to stay against 100 million reasons to leave. It was love at first fight, not sight. It's storm of 20 years, 2 kids, 6 trips around the country, and an international backpacking trip just to learn to say hello to her. I can't look her in the eye. I am a tidal wave worm held in her gaze. Oh, the majesty. When she confessed that she felt the same. Love is never getting used to one another. It's 86 tornado trips around the sun, 85 monsoon springs together. God, I wish it was summer. We almost made it. How many diapers? Too many packs of cigarettes. My hand doesn't feel right holding itself. We like to breathe together. Love is a Valley Ford Ranger, Honda Accord, 2 minivans, 6 months in this hospital bed after only thinking I had a cough. I never learned to look her in the eye without falling. It was so slow at first. And now all at once, she's holding my hand, kisses me, says it will be okay. We are okay. You can go now. I stood there, watching Grandma hold his hand. I don't think time's a thing in heaven. We just all show up there at once. It would have to be that way. Because how could it be heaven for him without her? Hope.
Sidekick, you are so fucking amazing, my brother. I'm so proud of
Oh
how
my
you
gosh.
Really, really strong work.
Bro, you are an absolute monster, boy. Woo. You killed it, man.
Hard to find flaw in such great work, bro. You know, just keep pinning.
Thank you.
Keep pinning.
Dude, thank you for opening up the space with. Y'all are such an encouragement. And like your storytelling in the last year has taken like a big impact on my writing. So thank you, Wits.
Wow, I love you, man. Thank you for saying that. Well, you know, this is
Dude,
our
I love
space.
you too, brother.
This is our space. Just remember that. And it's good that you brought that up. Mr. Hayes Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
up?
gonna need you to remove yourself from the room.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said I'm going to need you to exit yourself from this space, please. And thank you.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know why, but I appreciate the time and y'all take care.
Family first. I'm not going to go into details to why I did that, but know that when I say this is a safe space, I mean it. I look at you all as my family, and I don't take that lightly. And nobody's going to play with anybody's emotions in this room, ever. And if I know of it, I'm going to do something about it. So, yeah, let's just keep moving, okay? Y'all show some love for our brother Sidekick one more time.
Sidekick, that poem was unreal. I was typing it, I was like, please God, let this be a true story. And then, is it a true story? God damn.
That's yeah, that's Grandma and Grandpa. Totally. Yeah, that's their whole thing.
That's amazing, man.
I enjoyed Sidekick. I missed the bottom half of it, but definitely fire. Definitely fire. I loved every bit of it. I loved what I heard. Thank you. I'm excited for you. You gotta let us know how it goes.
Totally. I will take y'all's encouragement with me, and I will bring it back with a good report.
Yeah.
Listen, I know we're gonna see you at the festival, right?
Totally. Yeah, that's the boom is going on as well. So I'm gonna be like in and out, but like, yeah, I'm trying to be there.
I hope your Friday is available and putting something together, and you will be getting an invite.
All right.
Sidekick,
bro.
real quick, we are actually partnering up with Boom. We'll be on their main stage kicking the festival off, by the way. So don't worry about it. You'll get all the information, but we're right there. So don't worry about it. You'll get enough of it.
Heck yeah. Can't wait to rock with you guys. I love sharing any space with y'all anytime.
Yes, sir. All the time. All the time.
Sir.
That's what's up. Y'all give it up for Sidekick one more time.
Woo, 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 woo. You remind me of Johnny so much. Talented, man. You got such a voice on you. Amazing.
That's what's up. Let's keep that energy going. Maddie, are you sharing with us tonight?
Yes, but I was gonna read covers again. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's more than okay. Y'all open up y'all hearts and y'all mics and let's show some love to Maddie.
Maddie, baby!
Dude, thank you, man. I did not think you were on. I can't wait to hear this.
Oh, you know this book? Okay, so this is Life of the Party, Olivia Gatwood. This book in particular by this poet, she's an intersectional feminist, and this book in particular talks about crimes against women, including trans women and all women, Black women, especially trans women, sex workers, everybody, the ones that aren't reported on all across the board, and also talks about the romanticization of murder of women. And so this book is fucking incredible. You can look up her reading a good portion of it on YouTube, and it's fucking amazing. So I pulled out some ones that she didn't read in that. This is a beautiful book because it is brave and it's also full of rage. And at the moment, I'm not writing because I'm going through a little metamorphosis. And so I am reading covers until I feel safe again with my own voice. So I guess I'm bummed. This one is called If a Girl Screams in the Middle of the Night. If a girl screams in the middle of the night and no one is there to hear it, here's what happens. I'll tell you. If she's in the woods, it shoots from the cannon of her throat and smacks itself against a branch, whips around it like a tether ball. If she is face down in the moss, it seeps into the forest floor's pores, and every time a hiker passes through, the days beyond her unravel and steps along the sponge green floor. A small howl will fan out from beneath his feet. If the girl is in the city, the scream gets lodged in the cubby of a neighbor's ear, prevents him from sleeping at night, and so naturally he sells it to a secondhand store. He takes it to the buying counter in a jewelry box and says, I don't know who this belonged to, but I don't want it anymore. And though the pierced and dyed employee is reluctant to take it, she sees the purple bags like rotting figs under the neighbor's eyes. Excuse me, I'm getting a phone call. Can you still hear me? Yeah. Yes. She sees the purple bags rotting like figs under the neighbor's eyes, so she offers store credit. And so as to not startle customers, a small label will be placed on the box that says a scream. And each time a person cracks it open, the girl's rattling tongue will shake loose into the store. This happens for months, but no one wants to buy it, to take care of it. Everyone wants to hear it once, to feel something, and then go back to their quiet homes, so the store throws it in a dumpster out back, where the garbage truck picks it up and smashes it beneath its hydraulic fists. The scream will get buried in a landfill somewhere in New Jersey, and later the landfill will be coated in grass, where a wandering child will see a hill, will throw her body against it and shriek the whole way down. Yeah. That's okay. I personally relate to this poem a lot. It's called Will I Ever Stop Writing About the Dead Girl? Will I ever stop writing about the dead girl and all of the ways she, I, we would be unborn and at the hands of who men we once loved or who stumbled upon us, those who we ticked off or turned down, and then how they will remove what's left in small parts or on display or tucked into bed to be found by the landlord. Even when I am not writing about the dead girl, I am writing about the dead girl. Even when the dead girl in the poem is alive, she is dead, and I am writing about a time when she wasn't. I'm sorry for killing the mood. It's just that I can't stop thinking about her and how she must have been afraid like I am. How she too must have imagined some blue version of herself. I have always had trouble getting over people, and maybe the dead girl is the one I never will, the one that got away, whose favorite song is playing in the pharmacy while I wait for my medicine. Maybe there is a dead girl inside of me, inside of all of us, waiting for her turn to tap dance at the beauty pageant. And maybe right now she is shy and nervous backstage, but once she hears her name, she'll shuffle, ball, change, and not blink twice. Last poem is very short. It is called Elegy for Allegedly. In its place, a gap, wide enough for a girl to press her finger. Now a sentence looks like my teeth. The boy touched me in my sleep. The owner of the cake shop drove 20 women to quit their jobs. What I said happened is what happened and not what I remember. Poems.
Thank you, Maddie. Y'all open up y'all mics and show some love, please.
Maddie, baby.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Maddie.
I'm not even reading my own poems. I love you guys so much.
Dude, your reading is so heartfelt, though.
job.
But you're reading.
Yeah.
You're reading their souls work through you.
Yes.
And you're not just taking the words and saying, "Hey, look, here's some words somebody wrote." You're saying,
right.
Here's a death someone survived about dying, and I know and feel that, and now I'm going to tell you
I
what it
felt
sounds
and
like.
convey that. Yes.
Yeah.
So two things, exactly what CC said. You're not only reading the words, you're feeling them and allowing us to feel them as well through your recitation.
And
you're
you
also,
go ahead.
You're also bringing knowledge to those words. Like I wasn't familiar with Olivia Gatewood or Gatwood. And so you're bringing knowledge to the group, which I love, right? I love us lifting and educating one another and passing and sharing that knowledge. So that's powerful. And the way that you recited each piece was just powerful. I was almost in tears.
Love you.
And wait till she hears that you did that. You know those tears are gonna be like killer. So you're gonna lift her by doing that when she hears you. That means she was heard. Wow.
She is an incredible teacher. She teaches sex education and advocacy at college campuses for young women and everybody in between.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She should find out you did that. It'd be amazing for her to hear it.
Love you guys.
Right. Good night, Kelly. I see you put that in the chat. Did she leave us already? I think so. Well, good night to Kelly. She had to step out, but she was happy to be here. A lot of energy is flowing through me right now, and I'm just trying to stay sound about it. So y'all forgive me if I'm a little off in my hosting, but know that I care about you all, and I don't want nobody ever feeling uneasy when they come home, ever. All right. That being said, y'all show some love to Maddie one more time.
Big love, Maddie.
Woohoo,
Maddie. By the way, I'm trying to do the hand raise.
Wonderful.
I'm trying to do the hand raise, but I'm getting two options that don't say raise hand, so you could assume it's up.
Okay, I got you, CC. We'll bring you up. At this time, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to our brother Complicated Passions, aka Darkman Blues.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure being here as always. This is one of the dopest shows on Zoom. And so I hope it's forever running because, I like being here. So I'm gonna get right into it because I see we're gonna be in the overtime and I'm gonna be listening to a long time. So it's gonna be up late tonight. All right. This heart belongs to fire, and I am the king of desire. She don't mind adding days to her week. She dubs me her foreplay suite. Doing things on repeat cause I'm a pleasure bomb called sweet. When she needs me, I'm that complicated freak. When role play and passion meet, ad-libbing all the things we can be, she doesn't mind this Aries making love to her mind. Home too. Her mind in the friend zone. Surrounded by landmines, they got conditions. I needed to focus on this mission, her wanting to give in, even though she says we're just friends, giving me stop signs with break-ins, telling me things only lovers should know, thinking, why if not to let me in? With all of her submissions, my thoughts proceed with caution, telling no more questions, even if she's demanding when she's already knows I'm the one she's missing. I am complicated passions, the voice behind this pen. Thank you.
That's what's up, man. Y'all
Right, Blue?
show some love.
Fire.
Loved it.
Super smooth,
Fire.
bro.
That
Super
was
That was
amazing.
big. That was dope.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was.
Listen, y'all missed this feature last night. Last night's feature on Jane's spoken word was ridiculously remarkable. Um, I don't know how she posts up her playbacks, but y'all would definitely want to catch. Last night was a great show. I'm glad my brother alerted me to it. And again, congratulations on your performance there. Complicated passes.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Indeed. Take care of my mom. Okay. I'm gonna do one. Okay. General Lissimo, I got one person before you, and then you'll be up next. Okay. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics right now, please. Let us show some love to Escape Artists. Welcome back, Queen. Haven't shared space with you in quite a bit neither.
Thank you for having me. I haven't been feeling well, but I'm trying to get myself out of it. So thanks for having me. This one I'm gonna share first is not really finished. I'm still working on it. But here it goes. The emptiness in me is a wail in the back of my throat, drowning for air in the sorrow it swims through. Beached, though breathing, the weight of my own depression crushes my organs. It is hard to inflate my lungs with some sort of happiness, but I am surviving off tiny particles of hope that tomorrow will be a better day. And I won't always feel this way. Someday, it won't be so hard to breathe. And when I inhale, the air will be fresh, not full of soot or guilt or confusion. Someday, I will be on the correct path. I won't choke on should-haves or could-haves of the alternative lives I live in my mind. Imagining the 10 steps backwards wouldn't be there had I stepped forward on the right path. One day, I will be well enough to appreciate each breath, and it won't be suffocating to open my eyes to another today. My diaphragm will gladly expand with the wonders of all that carry me. I won't be a whale collapsing on itself from the weight I carry. The emptiness will be full of what can and will be, and I will learn to love myself past the mistakes I've made, if any. As they say, everything happens for a reason, even if I never find the whys. Today, it's a little harder to come up for oxygen, but one of these tomorrows, when I come up for air, it will be crisp and refreshing, not full of soot or guilt or confusion. The sky will be blue just for me. Someday, I will be on the correct path. And that's my first one. And the next one is my creations have been growing in cages, contemplating a prison break. It's a confidence issue, afraid of what creatures lie beyond that mental cell. My mind is a mental hell, too busy looking over the edge at the drop. Should have been building my wings, but it's too late now. Close my eyes from the sky, my feet have left the ground. This contraption I built is called a dream. Pedaling for my life, I flap its wings before I plummet. It is said dreams can take you as far as the mind can see. All it needs is a little fuel, a little fear, a little anger, a little push out the nest, a lot of danger. Brains don't usually survive heights like these. My friends sit on walls planning their great big fall, and they are waiting for me to join them, with their dreams shattered into pieces, swept under the welcome mat in front of depression's cathedral. I will not lie down and die. Should I hit the ground before I touch the sky, tell the king I can put myself together again. I raised these dreams myself, nurtured them from ideas to full-grown, bloodthirsty beast with dragon wings. King Kong ain't got shit on these dreams. They be resilient. They don't chip away from words cast as stones. The fire be my weaponry, and it burns so deeply my blood is magma. Some days my pen writes with lava, a truth so hot it melts the lies that shackle us to this false reality where dreams only exist with the eyes and minds closed. And this confidence issue is just a spear in the wings, a mental cell, a cell, the smallest unit that can live on its own, the makeup of all living organisms. When I said I am afraid of what creatures lie beneath, I mean these minuscule beings have been communicating and growing, and they are capable of living on their own. How long before they realize they don't need me? Expanding from cell to galaxy, my creations have been growing in cages, contemplating a prison break. Thank you.
Escape artist, you just keep getting amazing more and more. Your pen is just growing so well. Hope you feel much better soon. Whatever it is keeping you down, I hope you can come out on top. I'm sure you will. And we're here, so if you need some extra strength, let us be your medicine. Don't be afraid to reach out. And now that I know that's why we haven't been seeing you, I will be checking in on you. No offense to your husband, but you're my sister, and I want to know that you're okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Y'all show some love to the amazing escape artist, please.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful
As
work.
Truly
always. I love your piece. I love your work.
There you go. There you go. Let it out. Let the love in.
That's right. Let's keep this energy going. We got a few more before we close out. I know a few of us got an early morning, myself being one, but I want to make sure everybody's heard. So please open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for my brother, General Lissimo, Brian Franco.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witt.
Great having you, brother. Welcome back.
Thank you. I always love this space. I'll do two short pieces. The first is to all the taste buds I have loved before. I have been accused of being an acquired taste on multiple occasions. Sometimes it is said in a whispered voice, just loud enough for me to overhear. Sometimes they say it whilst introducing me. Sometimes I wonder why the word whilst has no E. Beer is an acquired taste. Liquor is an acquired taste. Coffee is an acquired taste. When I started drinking coffee, it was with milk and sugar, then just milk, then black. There is something organically satisfying about the taste of a good, strong cup of black coffee. But sometimes I like to put honey or coconut milk in coffee. Always beware any new coffee drinks from Starbucks, unless you want to induce diabetes. Although I doubt I induce diabetes, I can leave a bitter aftertaste and can unintentionally raise someone's blood pressure without trying. And my next poem is, where is it? What is the fear of fear called? I fear everything and I fear nothing. Well, maybe that's not the right way to put it. I think I fear everythingness and nothingness. And while I have never achieved everythingness, I have felt nothingness. Fear is part of the package we buy when we are born into this world as a conglomeration of blood, skin, and bones with a bonus brain of human beingness. Fear happens to babies when they exit wombs into air to be slapped on the butt after birth. Should we fear those who seemingly don't experience fear? I know I am incapable of fearlessness. Personally, I've experienced a hell of a lot of anxiety in my 57 years, but anxiety isn't exactly fear. Remnants of past fears attach themselves to behaviors as irrational memories that refuse to unfuse themselves from my psyche. Excuse me. The psychological landscape has attached terminology to specific fears in the form of diagnoses: fear of heights, fear of spiders, fear of needles, fear of clowns, fear of this, fear of that, fear of the other. Just like there are dream interpretation books, the teeth falling out one was always the worst for me. There needs to be a book about all of these fucking fears. Do they keep statistics on how many new fears are named each year? The deeper they send unmanned submarines down into the oceans, the more new species they discover. Is there a fear of not enough likes on social media? Is there a fear of wearing sunglasses incongruous to the shape of one's face? What should we call the fear of being fearful? Fear is in its own right both rational and irrational. There is the fear of fire, which is not the same as the fear of being too close to a fire. Why do people walk barefoot over hot coals, expecting to escape without burnt souls? People who train their minds to not fear cannot train their blood to not flow. Thank you.
Oh man, thank you, General Releasimo, for hanging in there with us, man. Get yourself something to drink, brother, and get what you need into your body. You feel me? We here for you.
Oh,
Powerful work. Y'all please show some love.
yes. That last piece especially powerful.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Thank you for sharing. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Nice.
some of y'all just getting familiar with General Lissimo. He tends to do that. He has some poems that will definitely sneak up on you, man. So stay tuned and check in on him. Let's be family beyond these screens.
Yeah, he's an undercover thug, so be careful.
Make
He's
sure you
dope.
check the comments, General Lissimo.
He's
Yes.
dope with his pen, man. He's dope.
Indeed.
I'm gonna have to get a T-shirt that says "Undercover Thug" now.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
That's what's up. Let's keep this energy flowing and get these last few poets in. Y'all y'all open up y'all hearts and y'all mics and show some love to my brother, the amazing Coach Josh Smalls.
What up, what up, what up?
Let's
Can
go,
y'all hear me?
Benjamin.
All right, that's what's up. I got a new piece I'm gonna do really quick. I'm trying to get y'all to see this shirt, but it's too big and the screen ain't making it do what it need to do, but it's all gravy. Y'all get
Can
the
you tilt
gist.
it down? Because we could see it. If you could, there it is. There it is.
So it goes with the piece. This is a new piece I'm doing, so y'all probably need to see me. I remember when fairy tales began with somewhere in a land far, far away. Imagine a place so distant, the word far has to extend itself until it doubles. I've learned mothers have a way to bend themselves quiet. Quiet like I'll wrap you in memory of childbirth so I can keep you close until you return. Until you come home or finish a sentence someone deemed fit for a crime you may or may not have done. This is not a poem for criminals. It's for humans. The embryos that once kept a womb for 9 months and stretched a woman until she became a mother, housing a life that molded her into artwork. Finger painted her in love until love was the only reason she kept breathing. You know, I write poems because I was not blessed with a voice for singing. And writing grants freedom some cannot know in this life. So I tell stories of voices tucked between questions that have more feedback than answers. The mothers whose weeping eyes match the heavy of commissary and hours of travel for 15 minutes of smiles. The truth in my pen often stems from dark places and hearts that hopelessly pray for loved ones who cannot fend for themselves. You see, a poem can tell you light can be found at the helm at the end of a tunnel. And you'll look for this light, forgetting how many steps it takes or how long before the sun can heat the same skin covered in fear and goosebumps. Well, this poem is for mothers of incarcerated children. Those whose stomachs replace infant fingers with release dates. You know, mothers have a way to turn bitter days into hope and patch their broken hearts with fake smiles that feel like masking tape hanging from the same cheeks swallowed by salted teardrops. I remember when fairy tales said, a land far, far away. And we would think of giant trees where butterflies and hummingbirds made us know that life has a way of making everything beautiful. This poem is for mothers of incarcerated children. Those who keeps God's cell phone number on speed dial. The mothers whose prayers scrape across the scar tissue and Kleenex at the same time. Mothers whose babies are swallowed by prison suits and freezing jail cells. A poem for mothers who save space for returning babies. Those lost in a land far, far away.
Come on, brethren. Come on. That's the one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you're gonna fuck it
God.
up with that tomorrow, bro.
Wow.
That's the one.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
I'm still doing a little edits to it, but that's for tomorrow. That's the joint. Y'all the first ones to hear that poem is fresh off the press.
Is that your art too behind you?
It is.
Mhm.
Do you know Joe Young? He just got a new comic out called Kemet.
I do not.
I got to hook you up with him.
All right. All right.
He's not playing. He's been around.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm easy to find.
Yeah, well, bug me. I changed my to-do list to my spinning plates. For those of you who are old enough for Ed Sullivan, that should be funny.
Got you. And thank you all for the comments. I'll go back and read what y'all put. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was doing more listening than typing in tonight, especially with the energy that had transpired. But Coach also designed that shirt that he got on. I printed it up, but it's his design. Amazing work. I'm going to be wearing one of those tomorrow as well. We're doing a feature tomorrow for the youth called Cell Block Stories. It's going to be an amazing show. I wish you all could be here to catch it. I will try to share what I can of it, but yeah, this is going to be a deep one. And that piece is crazy, bro. Thank you for penning it.
No doubt. Thank y'all for being the virgin ears to it.
And your pops kicked one of your covers the other day. That was mad good too, man. That was nice.
Oh
You wrote
yeah. I did I shared one of your pieces. I told you I shared one of your pieces, but you didn't know which one. It was from Trigger Warning, so it was one of the military pieces. And yeah, it definitely had a great impact on the room.
That's what's up right there.
Yeah. Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all give it up for Coach Josh Smalls one more time, please.
As always.
Coach. Coach.
That was solemn but beautiful. Like I'm not going like whoa because it was solemn, but it was beautifully written. Beautifully written.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for the love.
That's what's up. Let's keep that energy going. We got 2 more artists. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics for Fila.
Fila, let's
Come on,
go.
Fila. Let's go.
My goodness. How y'all doing, y'all? My name is Victor. You know, my friends call me Vic. I hadn't really done a lot of poetry in a while, but I'm gonna give it a try because I was passed along this. All right, so name of this poem is called Misleaded. All right. Feet don't fail me now. All right. There was once a young girl that was destined for fame. She had fire in her eyes and success on the brain. Everyone loved her. Miss Lady was far from a lame. Every cat wanted to wife her. Beauty was her name. Besides from looks, Charlotte was always had her face in the books. From valedictorian to a college recipient, From a veteran Victorian to a scholarship recipient, Miss Lady was a go-getter and wasn't afraid to get it. She was admired by all and hated by most, however, wasn't quick to brag or boast. She was overall good folk. Then one day a dark cloud suddenly appeared. The town was silent, only with cries and tears. This was the worst tragedy our community had seen in years. Miss Lady was found OD off pain pills and 3 months pregnant. There was a note beside her body and said, I was depressed, but no one cared less. There was only one way out from this stress, and death was my best success yet. Thank y'all.
Wow, that was dope.
Oh wow.
That was dope.
Mm.
That was dope.
Wow. It really was.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I like the
Wow.
way you slipped your way into the opening with Feet Don't Fail Me Now. Knowing Fila is a sneaker designer, you know.
I peeped that too.
Yeah, right.
That was dope.
Well, FILA is actually an acronym for Forever I Love Atlanta, but we can go with that one too. That was dope.
Okay, dope.
Oh.
Dope. Thank you for giving us clarification on that.
Oh, it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Thank y'all for real, man. Y'all
That's
are dope.
There
All of
used
y'all.
to be a bar in Boston or Hong Kong, and you couldn't wear that
Perfect.
shirt. They wouldn't let you in if you were wearing one.
Oh wow.
Because it was getting gang color related vibe on it. So they were like trying not to have another fight in the bar.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Thanks for
you
being here,
also can't wear
Fila.
Godzilla shirts in China.
Oh well, okay. Wow.
That's a little joke. It might have been over some of y'all head. It's okay. Let's
Thanks
keep
for
that
being here,
energy going.
Victor. Is it Victor again?
Yes, ma'am, Victor. Well,
Thank-
bill collectors call me Victor, so you can call me Victor.
I love
Oh,
that.
man.
Thank
Oh
you
man,
so
there's
much,
this
Sheila.
there's this
Wow.
video there's this video of what to do when a bill collector calls. It was really bad. You're supposed to say, send me the name of the people that sent it to you, and then you get this letter and you send it to, and it had to do with cops writing you too. There was something about the ticket is a cosign. When you get a ticket, it's a cosign that the cop signs the ticket, give it to you, and then you got to sign it, and you're co-signing. So if you don't pay it, the cop has to, and you
Right.
yeah, never mind. It was just
No,
I just tried to-
CC, I saw that. I saw that too. I saw that too.
I don't know if I know how good it was, but I liked it anyway. One of those things you want to believe, whether it's true or not.
The
But
only
yeah,
thing.
all right, let me let that go.
Wait, CC. The only thing is, if you got a bill collector, you give them my number.
Right.
Especially if they texted you. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see why. I have a great time with them.
I was just getting ready to
okay,
say, Coach
okay.
has his own way of dealing with bill collectors. You can hit him in the DM and get that in the back chat.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do.
Or that's what's up.
We're always learning here.
Yeah. But let's keep that energy going, man. Y'all show some love for Fila one more time.
Woo! Fila, thanks for
I said, let's show
sharing.
some love for Fila one more time.
Eli.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
You did that.
That's what's up.
Way to go.
Did need that.
All right, let's keep that energy up, man. Y'all show some love for CC Ashagra. He's gonna end our show tonight.
Oh man, I'm on a mad new journey with I have over 3 years over years I bought a printer, and now I have this like saddle stapler, and I got this mad heavy duty, like it's called the guillotine, you could trim, and I'm starting to publish poets chapbooks. So I dug out my earliest work. This is a work entitled, it doesn't even have one yet, but it's my children's poems that go back to 84. And then I'm publishing Kathleen Holzer. First one is going to be I Don't Write Poetry and You Can't Make Me. And then there's this other project I've been working on. Yester Now is starting. So I'm going to be starting to come out with chapbooks that I'm going to make right out of here. It's got to be there. So I don't know how many days are left, but there's this thing called the National Beat Poetry Foundation, and they're doing a Goddess Women thing, poetry. And I think tomorrow or the next day is the last one. So I'll drop Debbie Toussaint Kilday is her name. She's the founder of this thing. And I think you could send it in and maybe you'll get published in that book. And this is the one I'm sending in called Man of Woman. But before I do that, I'm going to do something here, just a little thing, a ditty I wrote, put on, I tried to do one of those memes, which I don't know how to do, or reels. So it came out, but Wit saw it and liked it. So I'm going to read it. Do you know you could choose the dialogue in your head, the silence of its sound, and you are the listener? Do you know you could choose the dialogue in your head, the silence of its sound, and you are the healer? Beyond meditation, within observation, you are peace with perspective. You are the resolution of calm. You are here to transcend war. You are the argument's end. You're the manifestation of love. You're your mind's best friend. You're your mind's best friend. You are. That's a little ditty I'm working on. It might end up a song. Here's Man of Woman. For the goddess. Thank you. Thank you. Man of woman, to understand the death of his phallic dominion, rising to have no rule over her. She is never a gender slave of his ignorant sperm's drive. She is not here to be inhumanity breeding. The only protection he was born to provide is to being, always choosing to breathe his empathy into her. We are soul forms accountable to death, dying constantly. We are here to fall into love learns, to become the equal of her emotional heat, her soul aflame. She's not here to become slavery in the making, manufacturing worth by mass producing competing worthlessness, as if she must become his ignorance to be equal or free of the womb's nature. A male is nothing if he refuses to wear the mirror of her living womb. His vulnerability to be his strength, as is the end of his weak machismo. And with or without his merging with a living love, he is never to possess her choice to choose love, constantly moving into the equilibrium of alive with her. Lusts dancing rise and fall into never being soul strangers. Time dies, love lives. There is no waste of love unless you waste her, unless she wastes love just to become his power to own life and remain ignorant of love beyond death is. Alone, he is still given the choice to balance life and death, to share life's high wire with her, not to be the sorry waste of an unknown orgasm leading him into
that everybody else could do. So for that, you got it for me, but it is a no for me.
What was that? You want me to keep going?
Somebody's unmuted. Let's make sure we keeping our mics muted.
All right, I'll back it up a stanza. Alone, he is still given a choice to balance life and death, to share life's high wire with her, not to be the sorry waste of every unknown orgasm leading him into rape culture, or empty as his pride and fall into her welcome arms. The air of emptiness comes leaving no blame. To love beyond debt and debtor, giving her the choice to receive and not take love. Her pleasure is his choice to give his body to her lust's liberty and freed choice to share one timeless honesty. Not to be ignorant as a full-grown sperm walking a cradle-to-grave existence, a male occupying no more than the excuse of a man on top of her. Man is of woman to earn her wonder. Man of woman. And that goes all the way back to a manuscript that I wrote a long time ago. It's a series of books actually called The Integrity of Erotic Poetry. And one of those manuscript projects was called The Man Womb. And that.
Thank you, CC. Y'all show some love, please.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes, that was. I
Yeah.
loved those. I really enjoyed those pieces. Thank you, CC.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
I really did too. I enjoyed them so much.
Shaq,
Very
I see
nice,
you
brother.
came
Very
in
nice.
the
Very nice.
room.
It matters a lot that women like that.
Yeah.
Alone, he is still given the choice to balance life and death. One of my lines. I like that line. Profound.
That's what's up. Thanks for giving her love. I need to close out, everyone. I just want to thank y'all for coming tonight. CC was our last artist, though. We're gonna close out for the evening. Please show some love to each other. Continue to support each other on and off the screen. And until next Thursday, or to another social media space, I love you all. Be safe, stay connected, and keep checking on one another.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
You
Thank you
all.
again.
Good
Yes,
night.
have a good night.
Good
Love
night,
you
everyone.
guys.
I enjoyed it so much.
Peace and